Hello everyone, this is Deb Joyce Meek from Delight of My Art. Today we're doing mystery stamping again. It is the 13th of September and it's kind of getting chilly out here in mid-Michigan already. So we're going to do some fall projects today. And let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time doing mystery stamping with me, please say hi. I see Vesta's joining me live right now, along with a few other people popping in. We have our directions here. These are posted every Monday. If I remember that it's Monday, this week I had a little bit of a crazy week, but I still got it on Monday. And I also email these to you if you're on my email list, and you can join that in the description here below. And this will tell you what the dimensions are, and you use all of your same products at home and play along. And tomorrow I will do a post at 2 p.m. Eastern time in my Facebook group, Stamp with Delight, and you can share your version there. If you could use mostly Stampin' Up! Products, I would appreciate it, but I would love to see your version of whatever we're putting together today. So let's go ahead and get started. We are starting with the card base, 7 inches by 5.5. Let's go ahead and get my face out of here and just go to the desktop. Just a minute. All right, we'll put this off to the side here. I have a piece of copper clay, and I have scored this at 4 1/4 here so that we have a little bit of a flap. So this is a piece that is 7 inches by 5.5, and we scored it at 4 1/4, and the shorter side will be on the front. Sorry, it's a little bit dark today. I think one of my lights has died, so it's a little bit darker on this side, but we're going to power through. All right, I'm going to use some DSP, which is the next line there, 1.5 inches wide by 5 1/4 tall. I've chosen this piece, and this is from the All About Autumn paper pack that it was so popular. It was out of stock. It came back in, I think, yesterday, and then went back out again. So it will be back in, I think, in October now. But it has some copper foiling. It's called All About Autumn Specialty 6x6 DSP, and it's got these cool pictures on one side and then copper foiling on the other. I'm going to put that off to the side for a second. We also need an embossed piece of cardstock. I've chosen to match my card base here, but you could do a different color. This piece is going to be 2.5 inches wide by 5 1/4 tall. And I embossed mine with the 3D leaf, leaf fall 3D embossing folder. So it's got all these leaves that kind of fall. Depending on which way you do your embossing, you could have some blank spaces here because it has kind of a spray like this. So I did it kind of over here so that it is mostly covered with leaves, but it does have a really cool leaf effect there. This piece is actually going to go right here on this front flap. So let's go ahead and glue that down now. Get my liquid glue out. Let me know in the comments, are you a liquid glue fan, or do you like the Stampin' Seal like tape runner more? I think I do use both quite a bit, but I think, well, if I can have any glue in here, I like using the liquid glue for putting my layers down, and this might be out because I used it so much. Let's get a new one. I do like a new glue. So satisfying doing the little perforated thing there. Okay, so yeah, let me know in the comments what your preference is. I like the liquid glue because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room to get the piece straight on all the sides, because I can kind of scoot it around just a little bit as it's drying and get it right where I want it. But the trick is with the liquid glue, you don't want to use too much. So if you have a heavy hand, you might want to go towards seal. So let me know. Vesta says the embossing pretty and you like liquid glue. All right, so this piece over here is going to go evenly spaced on the edge of the inside. Isn't that pretty? So let's go ahead and add that also. Give it a little bit of that wiggle room there. And then it grabs hold real tight. All right, so now our card looks like this so far. It's got that real pretty leaf, and then we've got this copper clay embossing foil there. All right, so moving on, we are going to do a neutral piece that's 2.5 inches wide by 4.25 tall. That is this piece here. This actually goes on the inside, so that's going to butt right up against that other piece of DSP right there, and this is where you'd do your greeting. So let's just go ahead and add that right now. Okay. And then this closes and you don't see any of that inside piece there. Now you're going to pick out your neutral piece that is a large die cut or a large rectangle. I did the deckled rectangles, and this is, let's see, what size is this one? This is the one I used, but we'll see. Oh, I just threw them all over the place. I was going to see which number it was, but I just threw them all over. All right, up from the bottom, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Yeah, it's the fifth one from the smallest. Maybe that helps. I was trying to be real quick and helpful, but I threw it everywhere. Okay, so here is our panel here. You can either add this flat on this side or with dimensionals. I wonder what I was gonna do. Let's see. I think I'll add it with dimensionals. But make sure that you only put it on the left side because you don't want anything sticky over here. So let's go ahead and get some dimensionals. A nice way to see if you're putting them on the right spot, you just flip it over, and that's how far over you need to go. That will give me a good clue. How's everybody's day going? So here is our, and we'll try to center that there. And I did some stamping on there already. That's using the Autumn Leaves stamp set. It's got kind of a distinctive stamp look with, and I stamped off on that one. The distinctive stamps, always make sure that your ink pad is not too juicy. I'm constantly using my spoons in my stamp room and pushing that ink back into the ink pad so that my ink pad's not too juicy. So that's another tip that I'm using all the time. All right, so now I'm going to add my little banner here. We just need a neutral banner or something for the sentiment. And this is what I've done here. I used the die cut that's in that Autumn Leaves suite, and I used this ribbon combo here. Another thing that's not available at the moment, but yeah, it's been really popular. So I will let you know when that comes back in stock. But it's really cute. So we'll just add some, we're going to add double dimensionals here. So this has dimensionals, but so does our sentiment here. We'll just add that at the bottom. But I also want to add some more fun little leaves here. And this specialty paper, this is all stuff that's part of that suite. Again, so popular that it's kind of gone out of stock. So we'll be watching for that to go back in. Let me know if you got your hands on it or not in the comments there. All right, we'll go ahead and just stick that down like that. That looks nice. And stick this along the bottom. Okay. Like so, and then we have some little dots there, and that is our fun fold for today. I'm thankful to have you as a friend, and I am thankful that you guys watch me on my videos every week. So there is card number 1, And I have one more alternate design for you. This one was given to me this weekend by a new friend, Judy Tuttle. Gave me this swap card, and this is what gave me the idea. So this is a beautiful card for Christmas, and she's got the music note, the Merry Melody 3D embossing folder. Can you see that on there? So pretty. And then she colored with the blends on this stamp set. So very pretty card. So that is card number 2. And I only have 2 cards today. So let me know which one is your favorite. Are you making Christmas cards now, or are you down to fall or Halloween, or what are you planning on making so far, or what's next in on your craft agenda? Thank you so much for tuning in. And again, please join my email list there. Share and like the videos here. And I appreciate you. Have a great day, guys.